the Democratic National Convention will be hosted by Republican donors. But apparently, that's just business as usual. Headlines that matter, May 12, 2016, on The Real News Feed.
Barack's last campaign. And what it talks about is how Barack Obama's approval ratings has been on the rise recently and how that will relate to getting Hillary Clinton elected president. So nothing about this part of the article is surprising. There's an article on CNN.com that's entitled Barack's Last Campaign. And what it talks about is how Barack Obama's approval ratings has been on the rise recently and how that will relate to getting Hillary Clinton elected president. So nothing about this part of the article is surprising. Of course, Obama wants Hillary Clinton to receive the Democratic nomination. And of course, he'll be out there on the campaign trail, making sure that she gets elected. Nothing about this is surprising at all. What I did find striking about this article was a quote from Theron Johnson, who is a Democratic strategist out of Georgia. He's also a Hillary Clinton supporter. This is what he said. Mobilizing the Sanders wing of that party is something a sitting president like Obama, who is popular with the base, can probably do better than anyone. So after reading that quote, I felt like I was at a loss for words for a couple moments, because it's either one of two things. Either they're portraying it like they don't understand what's going on, or they actually don't get it. We are done with the establishment. We are done with politicians who don't serve our best interests. It doesn't matter if you have an R or D beside your name. That's semantics. You really think Obama is going to be able to rally Sanders supporters? The same Obama that is part of the establishment? The same Obama that was the Wall Street candidate? The same Obama that supports the TPP? The same Obama that extended the Bush tax cuts? The same Obama that increased drone strikes, the same Obama that increased deportations, the same Obama that went after marijuana retailers in states where marijuana is legal. That guy? That same Obama? Hell no. And check it out. Obama is someone we would much more likely support than Hillary Clinton. This woman is quite possibly the most damaged, flawed, weak presidential candidate that we have ever seen in the Democratic Party. Could you imagine if Bernie Sanders had an FBI investigation into any of his actions? Could you imagine that? Could you imagine the media and all the Democratic politicians and the Hillary Clinton supporters that would be fiercely urging Bernie Sanders to get out? Like I said, they just don't get it. They try to act like this is similar to 2008 Clinton versus Obama, when this is actually a totally different universe. And you can try to scare me all you want with this fear Donald Trump strategy. You know, the one that goes, think about the Supreme Court and think about LGBT rights and think about abortion rights, and you're black. Think about what the country would be like for you. And honestly, if I wasn't raised better, my response would be just a little bit more vulgar. But let me just say, I don't give a damn. You've heard that saying, I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. Well, they want us to stay on our knees and keep supporting the Democratic establishment. They want us to believe that they are actually public servants. I've heard from Obama and Hillary Clinton and Barney Frank and others that progress just takes time. What we need to do is keep voting every election, especially the midterm elections, to ensure that the Senate and the House is democratically controlled. That way, we will actually get some change. That's how we get the progress that we want. But those things that I mentioned earlier, the TPP, the increase of drone strikes, the extension of the Bush tax cuts, all of these things were done by Obama, a man that they want us to believe is a progressive. And they further want us to believe that Hillary Clinton, a woman who changes her position based on her audience, will actually do what's best for the people. You know what? Let's cut the music for a second because we got to talk. I don't even know how to say this. I'm sorry, establishment, but it's over. We're done. I know that we were never really committed, but I always voted for you. It's just that, good for me. I'm breaking up with you. If you'd ever like my support again, you're going to have to get your shit together. Let the madness begin. There's an article.
Morning, everybody. I'm having all sorts of fun today with technology. The computer crashed right before we went on, and I'm still fixing a few things. But I loved that. That was Let the Madness Begin, which is the hashtag today, because I learned an interesting lesson today about how things work or how they don't work. And it's amazing how at 46 I'm learning so many things about our democracy and its failings. The headline, or what I read to you guys in the headline, was, to me, very shocking. Just when I saw this come out, this was dropped in this morning from The Intercept, and this is Li Fang and Zaid Jelani. There we go. These two journalists pushed out this story: Democratic convention hosted by Republican donors, anti-Obamacare lobbyists. And I'm like, are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. The hell are you talking? Why would anybody even allow? This is like the antithesis of the entire concept, right? And it gets, but wait, there's more. It gets even better than that when you scroll down and read about this guy, the host committee, and they say a lot of bullshit. Oh, it's made up of a diverse bunch of people. By the way, everybody at the host committee sounds like Hillary Clinton. All right, the host committee's finance chair is Daniel Hilferty. All right, we're gonna read this together, so it'll be fun. There's a great point to this. Scott's laughing in the background. I'll tell you why, but there's a great point to this. So our host committee is made of civic leaders and blah, 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 people with lots of money. Daniel Hilferty, in his day job, Hilferty is CEO of Independence Blue Cross, a health insurance giant that covers 9 million people. Okay, now, we're talking about the chair and the co-chair. Right now, we're talking about the chair of the host committee for the Democratic, not the Republican, not the GOP, the Democratic National Convention. All right. So, and now, these people don't lobby. That's not their job while they're there. They're the host committee. They do different things, but lobbying is not one of them. So I'm not claiming that he's there lobbying. However, all right. So